Most people don't realize this, but the way you start your day might be the very reason you feel stuck, trapped in the same patterns, living the same routine, and quietly wishing for something different. You might dream of more freedom, more peace, more purpose. But no matter how hard you try, things still feel the same. You set goals, make to-do lists, or promise yourself you'll finally make a change, but then, another day passes. And by the time the sun sets, you feel like you've been on autopilot again. You're not lazy. You're not lacking motivation. The problem might be happening in the first few minutes of your day, when your mind wakes up and immediately starts running an old, familiar script. You may not even notice it. It happens fast. The moment your eyes open, your brain kicks in. You begin to think about everything waiting for you, the deadlines, the problems, the bills, the stress, or maybe the things from yesterday you wish you had handled differently. Your thoughts go straight to what's missing, what went wrong, or what you fear might go wrong again. And just like that, you're pulled back into the version of life you've been trying to grow out of. Let's break it down. Every morning, many people wake up and immediately fall into the same mental loop. Without even realizing it, their minds start replaying all the things that are going wrong in their lives. They think about bills, unfinished tasks, things people said, or moments they regret. Their thoughts don't stay in the present, they drift straight back to the past. To old problems, familiar struggles, or painful memories. And the more they think about those things, the more they feel them, like reopening the same wound day after day. What's really going on here? It's like your brain is stuck on repeat. Imagine an old music player playing the same song every morning, without your permission. That song is the story of your past, your fears, your mistakes, your stress, your disappointments. And it plays loud. Here's the catch. If your mind is filled with what already happened, you're not starting your day fresh. You're not showing up as your best self. You're simply reliving yesterday. And it doesn't stop there. Every time you replay a memory, it brings emotions with it. Those emotions, whether it's sadness, frustration, worry, or guilt, aren't just thoughts. They create real, physical feelings in your body. So what happens? You start your day feeling tense, irritated, or low energy, even if nothing has gone wrong yet. And those feelings begin to influence how you speak, how you respond, and how you show up. It starts small, maybe you snap at someone, avoid a task, or feel too drained to focus. But if you do this every morning, it becomes a pattern. A pattern becomes a habit. And over time, that habit becomes your personality. Let's say something made you angry yesterday. If you wake up and immediately think about it again, you reignite that anger. Do this for a few days, and people might notice your mood. Do it for weeks, and they start to label you. She's always irritated. Do it for months, and you start to believe it yourself. Now you're no longer just feeling emotions, you've become them. And here's the powerful truth that often goes unnoticed. Your thoughts shape your emotions. Your emotions drive your behavior. And your repeated behaviors form your identity. So when your thoughts are stuck in the past, you are unknowingly shaping a future that looks just like it. This is why change feels so hard, because without even realizing it, you're using the past to write the script for your future. Same thoughts. Same feelings. Same results. But the good news? Once you see the pattern, you can choose to change it. And that choice begins the moment you wake up. Now let's talk about habits. How do most people start their day? They wake up, grab their phone, scroll through social media, check emails, read the news. Then they follow the same routine, get out of bed the same way, drink coffee from the same mug, take the same route to work, see the same people. They repeat these behaviors without even thinking. It becomes a pattern, like software running in the background. And here's the big truth. By the time you're around 35 years old, 95% of your actions, thoughts, and emotional responses are automatic. You're not really making choices. You're running on a program you didn't even mean to install. You might say, I want to be happier. I want to be more successful. I want to be free. But you're trying to make those changes using just 5% of your conscious mind. Meanwhile, the other 95% is still living in the past, doing things the old way. It's like trying to fight a heavyweight champion with no training. No wonder it feels so hard to change. So how do you shift this? You need to step outside of that automatic pattern. And one of the best tools for this is meditation. Why? Because meditation helps you move beyond the analytical mind. That's the layer that separates your conscious mind from the subconscious. When you slow down your brainwaves through meditation, you open a window. A window to reprogram the system. Instead of reacting to life from the past, you can start designing your future. Too often, people wait for something painful to force them to change. A loss, a diagnosis, a crisis. But what if you didn't wait for the worst-case scenario? What if you chose to grow from inspiration instead of suffering? You can. It's just that most people are stuck in survival mode. They're always bracing for the worst because that's what they're used to. They expect pain, stress, disappointment, so they keep attracting more of it. Think of it like this. You walk into a restaurant with a menu that offers every possibility. But instead of choosing something nourishing and exciting, you keep picking the same dish that made you sick last time. That's what it's like when you let your past decide your future. And here's something wild. Every time you remember something negative, your body reacts as if it's happening right now. Your brain sends out the same chemicals. Your body feels the same tension, the same pain. Your body doesn't know the difference. It believes the past is happening again. And you get trapped, emotionally, mentally, and physically. But this doesn't have to be your story. You don't have to live in repeat mode. Once you become aware of the cycle you're in, you can begin to shift it. And that shift doesn't start with a big action. It starts with something small but powerful, paying attention to your thoughts. Instead of letting your mind run on autopilot, you begin to notice what you're thinking. You pause before reacting. You ask yourself questions that bring you back into control. Like, am I thinking this because it's actually true? Or just because it feels familiar? That question alone can open the door to change. Most of our thoughts are just habits, recycled beliefs we've picked up from the past. And if you never stop to question them, they keep running your life. But when you slow down and become present, when you bring your attention to the now, you start to feel differently. You start to see your situation more clearly. And as your inner world changes, the outside begins to shift with it. Your energy changes. Your decisions improve. Your days feel lighter. Here's the deeper truth most people forget. You are not your past. You are not your routines. You are not your worst days or your strongest emotions. Those are experiences. They've shaped you, yes, but they don't define you. You are the creator of your life. And creation doesn't happen by looking backward. To build something new, you must stop repeating the old story. You have to stop telling yourself the same limiting thoughts, and start choosing ones that match the future you want. So take one small step today. Pause. Breathe. Sit in stillness, even if it's just for a few minutes. Ask yourself, not what you fear, but what you truly want. What kind of life do you want to live? What kind of person do you want to be? And what's one small choice you can make today that brings you closer to that version of yourself? You don't have to wait for a crisis. You don't have to wait for everything to be perfect. You can begin now. Not tomorrow. Not one day, now. Because your future isn't something you wait for. It's something you build, starting with the very next thought you decide to believe in.